Welcome to another MP4Nation.net video review. Today we're just going to look at the new RAmos T8HD. It's a touchscreen player. It runs on the new Rockchip RK2806 media processor. It's actually just an updated version of the original T8. Well, at least it uses the same body. However, it's far more like, well, it's exactly like the RAmos T11 RK. Just here's your standard earphones, USB cables, and video out cables. But unlike the RAmos T11 RK, this has a 4.3 inch touchscreen, whereas the T11 RK has a 5-inch touchscreen, and the screen has a resolution of 800 by 480. As you see, it has a very slim form factor. It does have a slight weight about it, but so did the original T8. That's mainly because of the aluminium back and also the battery that's inside this. It does have two built-in loudspeakers, although I wouldn't really call them great. Audio out of this is quite good quality. Rockchip has been known to produce, Rockchip players are good for the audio quality. So, anyway, here's its micro SD slot over here, 5-pin USB slot, earphone jack, and this is for the TV out. This is the on-off button, as well as the hold button. And let me show you side again. This particular player I'm holding in my hand has only 8 GB of internal memory. RAmos does look to release 16 GB of this. However, there's no confirmed date of when or if they'll actually come out with the 16 GB, but we're hoping they will. Anyway, as you're looking, it looks very similar to the RAmos T11 RK. The user interface is exactly the same. There is no difference. But again, the only real difference in this is overall size and screen resolution. I have preloaded this with some additional content, and here's for video. For video, it supports a whole host of formats: MKV, AVI, FLVB, RMVB, and all of them it supports up to a resolution of 1280 by 720. This video right now playing is 1280 by 720 resolution. As you can see, it plays flawlessly. Although on the T11 RK it does look better because of the higher resolution screen. On this, it does look good, but it's not as sharp and crisp as the T11 RK, or as we would expect on a 800 to 480 resolution screen. This is an MKV file, and again, this does have TV out and it does support up to 720p TV out, and TV out quality on this is good. I don't think anyone will be having any serious complaints about the quality of the video out on this device. And these are some preloaded samples that RAmos had. And again, you can use the time bar and scroll forward. It's not the most accurate, but this is a resistive touchscreen, and that's about the best you're going to get. Now, if you press this, you can browse through your videos. And depending on the video file, the player may be able to make a thumbnail of where you last left off. So, you can just quickly, let's see, it starts from where you had last seen it. Now, it doesn't work for all video files, but generally AVIs, it does make small little thumbnails. So bring it up again. So we do the and then we exit. It should, on return, give us a little thumbnail, very last left off. There you go. I have to give it to RAmos. They have significantly improved how the user interface functions. They might not be the most original when it comes to the actual hardware, but as far as user interface interaction goes, they've certainly improved, and probably one of the better Chinese PMP manufacturers right now for user interface. Again, the scrolling is kinetic on this player. This, as you can see, I'm scrolling through my music list. These little pluses on the side is to, if you want to add it to the favorites list, which is basically like one major playlist that you can have on the player. It does support WMA, MP3, FLAC, and APE file formats. Again, audio quality from Rockchip players is very good to begin with, so you really won't be complaining too much about the sound quality. Certainly comparable to major brand name players, if not better. And this does have, what's it? Cover flow, as you want to call it. But in this case, album art is kind of iffy on support here. So if it did have compatible album art, well, the music files, they'll be shown up here, and you can just browse through like that, or back like this. And see, it's very reactive. And this does prove that you don't need to have a capacitive touchscreen for kinetic scrolling. Many people have a misconception that it has to be a capacitive touchscreen for this sort of user interface reaction. That's not true. Anyway, that's there. If you want to just browse like that, close this. And you have your different options. You can do your user EQ. Overall, I would say the touchscreen is quite reactive. It's not perfect. It's not perfect in the sense that it's not sensitive. Sometimes it's just a matter of misclicking. So, well, my fingers can be a little chubby, so that may be the cause. And ebook reading is quite nice on this too. And also supports kinetic scrolling, as you can see. You can change the background for those of you not digging the pukish green. You can also do bookmarking, so you can jump to different locations within the ebook, and it has resume play for the ebook too. And wait, no, this doesn't have. Oh, sorry, I thought this had text to speech, but it does not have that. Well, anyway, the ebook reader is there. It's a nice feature. Photo viewing, again, the T11 RK's far better screen makes photo viewing on that much better than this, but, you know, this is still nice. You can easily scroll up. There you go. And it has other little, you know, applications, stopwatch and a calendar. The calendar really doesn't do much except tell you what day it is. It's not a planner or anything. It does have a voice recorder built in, and this is your file explorer, sorry. And your settings, and I just want to show you one setting in particular, and that's the TV app mode. And there you go, it does support 720p. Just to note that one of the nice things about this TV out is that if you turn on the TV out option, it basically displays everything on the screen, and then you just control the stuff from the player. It's nice. It's different anyway. Yeah, different options. And just note, right now for language, it only supports English and simplified Chinese. It doesn't support any other languages currently. Anyway, here's the T8HD. Overall, hardware-wise, the screen, you know, it's alright. It doesn't have the best viewing angles, but to be honest, I think the viewing angles are limited more due to the overlay of the touchscreen panel than it is the actual screen itself. The Rockchip RK2806 is a very powerful chipset, media processor, and for video playback, this will put any big brand name player to shame. Audio quality is quite good, and the user interface is very interactive and works well. And this player, the 8GB anyway, should retail for less than $120 US. So head on over to mp4nation.net to check this player out, or head on over to our forums to discuss this. Thank you.